Welcome mga idol sa Red Fams TV, nandito na naman tayo para magbalik tanaw at malaman kung ano-ano ba ang naging mga pelikula noong taong 1994. Ginawa ko ang video na ganito para naman malaman natin kung ano mga movies na magaganda na marahil hindi pa natin napanood lahat para magka-idea tayong hindi na tayo mag-iisip at manghuhula ng title ng movie. Umpisahan na agad natin. Miss Ta, 1994 action drama movie. Miss Ta, a word from Philippine Military Academy, means brother, batchmate. Soldiers risk their lives for the protection of people. Often, they give up personal happiness to respond to the call of duty. Next is Minsan Lang Kitang Iibigin, is a romance movie in 1994. Dave is happy for his friends Alex and Monique, who are doing well in life, but Dave's envious wife Terry conveniently uses the couple to highlight their own mediocre existence. When Alex meets an untimely death, Terry sees this as an opportunity for Dave to thrive in his profession, while Dave and the widowed Monique mourn the tragedy. Initial release, March 16, 1994. Directed by Chito S. Ronyo. Kaden-ang Bulaklak, 1994 drama movie. After their parents die in an accident, four sisters must separate from each other. One day, Jasmine, the eldest sister, tries to find all her sisters and reunite her family. Shake, Rattle and Roll 5 is a 1994 Filipino horror anthology film and the fifth installment of the Shake, Rattle and Roll film series. It was distributed by Regal Films and was directed by Manny Castañeda, Don Escudero and Jose Javier Reyes. The film is an entry of the 1994 Metro Manila Film Festival. Talahibat Rosas is a 1994 Philippine action film directed by Jose "Kaka" Balagtas. The film stars Cesar Montano and Anjanette Abayari. An experienced tracker, Jacob, is hired to rescue an heiress abducted by the rebels in exchange for his freedom from prison. Director, Jose Balagtas. Initial release, October 26, 1994. Tagalog, The Eddie Fernandez Story. 1994 drama, action. Filipino action star Eddie Lagalag Fernandez, Rudy Fernandez, is convicted and jailed for his role in a homicide. Lagalag, The Eddie Fernandez Story, released in 1994, directed by Romy Suzara, with Rudy Fernandez, Don Zulueta, Rosa Rosal, Claudine Barreto. Next up is The King, FPJ Fernando Poe Jr. After 1 year he didn't make a film, year 1993. This year 1994 he make a true-to-life story of Epimaco Velasco of NBI. Epimaco Velasco, NBI. 1994 drama, action. Agent Epimaco Velasco manages to solve many baffling cases. However, his life takes a turn after he becomes one of the most admired directors of the National Bureau of Investigation. Epimaco Ardina Velasco, December 12, 1935 hanggang January 27, 2014, popularly known as Epi, was a Filipino politician who served as the ILG Secretary, Governor of Cavite, and NBI Director. He was the first NBI Director who rose from the ranks and rose to prominence at the NBI with the killing of number 1 most wanted man in Cavite, Leonardo Monesio aka Nardong Putik. Lipa Massacre, 1994 drama, thriller. After her husband goes to work abroad, Helen Arandia and her daughter must handle her jealous neighbor, who plans to do something to her. The Maggie de la Riva Story, God. Why Me? 1994 crime. A rising young actress refuses to remain quiet after she is raped by 4 young men from influential families, and instead becomes an outspoken activist fighting crimes against women. Blessed with big breaks in the film industry, Maggie is at the height of her career. But one disastrous night would change and haunt her forever. Wanted, Perfect Father. 1994 drama, comedy. Roy, a bachelor, falls in love with his neighbor Lily, who has a son, Timmy. When Lily finds a job, Roy offers to look after him. Chop Chop Lady, The Elsa Castillo Story. 1994 drama, crime. A man murders a housewife after she spurns his advances. Moreover, he mutilates her corpse and strews the parts in different places. Pedrito Masamkay, walang bakas na iniwan. 1994 drama, crime. Coronel Billy Bibot, Ram. 1994 action, movie starring Romel Padilla. Colonel Billy Bibot, one of the heroes during the Philippine Revolution of 1986, starts his journey as a cadet and faces many obstacles as an exploited young officer, a true-to-life story of Colonel Billy Bibot. Markadong Judas, 1994, action film. Daniel Braganza must find enough money for his sick daughter who needs an expensive medical care. So he decides to risk his life by working as the assassin. Once Upon a Time in Manila, 1994 action, comedy. The film revolves around a Hong Kong police officer known as Cynthia Wang who is hunting for gangster Nikita. When Nikita goes to the Philippines in pursuit of a victim, Cynthia too follows her. Mega Mole, 1994 comedy. A goofy private investigator is given the task of locating a millionaire's lost daughter bequeathed with a huge inheritance. She and the investigator have to dodge bullets, fight off henchmen and run for their lives in order to stake her claim. Ikaw ang Miss Universe ng buhay ko. 1994, Marlo Santiago and his friends rescue a gang of beauty queens from a robbery and provide them with food and lodging in his home. However, Marlo hopes that Charlene, one of the beauty queens, will fall for him eventually. Si Ayala at si Zobel, 1994, comedy. Si Ayala at si Zobel is a 1974 na Philippine comedy film directed by John Cabrera. The film stars Anjo Iliana and Ogie Alcacid in their respective title roles. De Kanto Boy, dalawang anak ni Tutoy Guapo. 1994, action. Tutoy Guapo has a chance to meditate on his life choices and rediscover his own identity after getting locked in prison for accidentally killing a man. Greggy and Boogie, Sakyan Mo Na Lang, Ana. 1994, comedy. Two bus drivers constantly find themselves in hot water. Denji Paras, Greggy, Cheryl Cruz, Ana, Babalu, Bogey, Nova Villa, Hilda, Paquito Diaz, Vigor, Jimmy Santos, Noel Trinidad, Don Bartolome, Antoinette. Vampira, 1994, horror. Gala travels to the town of Salvacion to break the curse that has haunted her family for generations. In her efforts to save herself and her family, Gala meets and falls in love with Arman. Relax ka lang, sagot kita. 1994, action. A falsely accused CIS agent takes a government prosecutor hostage as he tries to escape the police. During their time together, the lawyer realizes that he is innocent and decides to clear his name. Hindi pa tapos ang labada, darling. 1994 romance. A rich woman, Dina Bonavi, and a middle-class man, Vic Soto, have a happy marriage and 5 children, but petty jealousies begin to creep in, prompting the wife to flee. Forever, 1994, romance. A girl decides to run away from her home after she learns that her family is going to have her married to the person she does not love. Later, she meets a biker and falls in love with him. The Fatima Buan Story, 1994, crime. The Fatima Buan Story is a 1994 Philippine biographical crime drama film directed by Mario O'Hara. The film stars Chris Aquino as the title role. The film is based on the actual case of Fatima Buan, a woman jailed for illegal recruitment. Abracadabra, 1994 adventure and comedy starring comedy king Dolphy. Paul Adam works for an antique shop, and while working in the store, he accidentally breaks an old antique jar releasing 2 genies. They create chaos around the shop, blaming everything on All Adam. Hataw Tatay Hataw, 1994, comedy, another movie for that year, the king of comedy Dolphy. A middle-aged bellboy disguises himself as the hotel owner to earn the respect of his long-lost daughter, who has recently returned from the US to visit him. Doretta, 1994, drama, release date June 22, 1994, by Up2 Arts Film. Waiting, 1994 drama. 2 youngsters who unwillingly joined the underworld in Manila set out to leave their present lives behind for a new beginning. Ito na pinakahuling pelikula sa taong 1994. Asian Cup, High Voltage. 1994, action. Devastated by his wife's murder, Xiang, a police officer, accepts a job to escort a witness from the Philippines back to Hong Kong. But when he learns that the case involves his wife's murderer, he decides to stay and solve it himself. Maraming salamat sa iyo idol kung natapos mo ang video. Please naman idol paki-subscribe naman ang aking YouTube channel at pakipindot mo na rin ang bell icon para lagi ka ma-notify pag may bago akong upload. See you idol Red Fams TV, peace out.
Alright. Gilbert. Yes, sir. Nasaan si Marlon? Nandiyan lang sa tabi-tabi yun. Page mo. Yes, sir. Marlon, kung nasaan ka man, pumunta ka na rito sa lobby. Marami naghahanap sa iyo eh. Hinahanap kita. Hinahanap ka rin ni manager. Dalian mo ha. Pumunta ka na agad dito. Loko.